Hey guys, it's Mary with Big on Books. I just wanted to speak to you today about how I feel about celebrities writing books. And I know this isn't a topic that has been in like controversy in so long, but I started thinking about what I wanted to do for a new booktube video, and this kind of came up. So I have some examples here. I don't think one is really an example. It's Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, or Zoella as she's known. She's a YouTube persona. I want to say persona because I'm playing Persona 5 right now. But she was like really big early 2000s. And I think it was actually like confirmed, or there was a rumor going around that the first book in this series, which I have the second one up there, I plan to read it, but that this one was actually Ghostwriter and the second one is hers. I haven't actually read the second one, so I wouldn't know. But there's one by Bailey Madison called Losing Brave. I have that on my Audible. I haven't read it. Chris Colfer has become a huge author, starting with Land of Stories and then Stranger Than Fanfiction, and he has another one, and if you don't know Chris Colfer, he was in Glee, and then Neil Patrick Harris wrote an autobiography. It was a choose your own adventure, one of those, but then he also wrote the Magic Misfits series. This is book 2. I think there are 3 books out, I want to say. I've read the first 2. There should be 5 or 6 coming out. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not caught up on this series. But I just wanted to talk about it today because I feel with more books coming out, especially by booktubers, that is something we really need to speak on. Especially because you see all of these booktubers putting out books, you're not sure if you want to read them or not, but you feel like you have to because you like their content. And I just wanted to talk about that because I actually have not read any booktubers' books. And honestly, I think that's going to be a rule for me because whether or not I like their books, I don't want that to taint my vision of, or my enjoyment of their content. And that's one of the points I want to make right now, is that like they're going to step outside their comfort zone, or you really can't judge somebody by their content. You can't say that, oh, I enjoy what this person did in a TV series, and so I'm going to read their book and I'm going to love it. That isn't necessarily how things work, because sometimes you could actually really love the actor or the actress, the musician, the creator, and the book could be crap. On the other hand, it could be like, oh, well, I'm like, okay, Iffy, I don't really like this actress or musician, whatever, but like this book is really amazing. So I don't think you can really like judge somebody based off of their content, and I really hate it when people do that. And I know I said I'm not like going to read any of the booktubers' books, but like because I don't want that to taint my my vision or enjoyment of their content. But for me, it's a little bit different because they talk about books. Like, we hear celebrities talk about how much they love reading, or they want to write a book or something like that, but we're not constantly watching them all day on a TV screen or phone screen or whatever talk about books. So there's something very different about talking about books constantly and writing a book and just talking about books every once in a while in an interview, and then writing a book. But I also find like stepping out of the box is really nice, because like somebody could not feel comfortable sharing or reading their work with, say, like their friends or their family. And musicians really have to do this all the time. They have to share their work, like that's part of their job. Actors really don't have to do that, but they can if they want. I mean, these two are already doing it. So I feel like it's important for creators, especially celebrities, well, not especially celebrities, but like other stories to be told, not just by new authors, especially because an idea could be rejected by a publishing house, by an agent, by something, or a book could not be well written, or there could be some idea where a rejection happens, but then the idea comes to life because a celebrity or somebody who is enough of an influence in people's lives can actually will actually read the book. So, which is like a huge thing for publishing, in publishing, because they really have to look at, well, who's going to buy the book? Is it going to be somebody who's extremely famous, or versus somebody who nobody knows, and this might just be a like iffy kind of thing. So like it's really kind of a toss-up sometimes. And who knows, I don't know, celebrities could get their ideas shot down. We never really know. Unless you literally go searching for it, which I don't. I just find out if celebrities like read their book or like write books. However, I didn't really watch Zoella. She was a makeup person. I wasn't watching makeup tutorials at that time, so I was just like, okay, I'll read the book. It sounds interesting. Then it turned out Ghostwriter maybe, and then I think second to other books were hers, but I'm unsure. But I think letting people out of their comfort zone, not judging somebody by their previous content is really good. And also, just let people write it. Please, just don't say, please don't write a book. Like, don't be that person that stops creativity. You never know what happens in a person's mind. Like, I definitely know that, like, I've had experiences where a scene will just pop into my head, of like maybe a book I might want to write or a fan fiction that may come to mind or something. And I mean, you could write that, you could turn that. And so, like, while I do have a creative mind, you don't necessarily know, like, oh, could this basketball player have a, like, have a very creative mind and have something on his mind other than family or basketball or friends or practice or whatever. However, we do see this more with like YouTubers and like actual actors, singers, people we do know probably better than athletes. I'm not a huge sports fan. I'll watch a few like sports movies like Mighty Ducks and Sandlot. You can't leave out Sandlot. Sandlot was amazing. So like, I'm not a huge athlete kind of person. I wasn't when I was little. Like, I did basketball for like 2 years. I'm not very athletic. I'm more of a musician, writer, reader kind of person. So I definitely like understand creative like processes, and I think like actors and singers and musicians in general and YouTubers are the ones who write more books than athletes, at least that I've heard of, because I don't follow sports. But like, because they have that creativity within them, they know what is they know what people might want, they follow trends. So they know so they definitely know what they're doing. But you never know. You could say something, or an athlete can come up with a creative idea and write a book, and it could be amazing. Which goes back to, don't judge somebody on previous content. Don't judge somebody because you don't like them. Please don't judge somebody on their content or on how much you like their content or what they've done in the past. I think that's a really crappy thing to do, especially to somebody who's trying to make money or trying to actually follow their dreams. I think that's a really good thing. So let people step out of their comfort boxes. Don't like stump creativity and what people want to write. I think that is probably the most important thing, that everybody at some point has creative minds. While like some people might have a more creative mind than others, you never know. Somebody could surprise you. So really, in general, you shouldn't judge somebody by their content. Please don't hate on creators. Like, please just don't. More celebrities are definitely going to come out with more books. Please don't write a 1-star review on Goodreads, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, really anywhere, saying, I didn't read this book. However, I don't like the author, so I'm never going to read the book, and I don't think that this is going to be like a good book, even if I did read it. Again, people could surprise you. Don't stunt creativity. But also, people should step out of their comfort zone. Yes, they should. I believe that they should, and that's a good thing. So, and whether that is regarding a creative mind, like, have a creative mind, I think that's important. So, I will continue to read books by celebrities if they interest me, because not every book is going to interest me, obviously. But I will continue to read books by celebrities if they interest me, because I know that they've had an idea that is probably pretty good. They've worked on this idea with probably many people, and they do know that they have a following that will actually read the book. And I think that in itself is important and unimportant at the same time. But I do think there are people out there who would wish their favorite celebrities, would write a book, whether it be an autobiography or whether it be a fiction book or something of that sort. And I will continue reading these because I just love the people. Coincidentally, except for Girl Online, I have only picked up books by actors and authors or actors, creators that I like. I don't think I've ever picked up a book, mainly maybe I haven't known this person, or maybe I didn't like the plot of the book of somebody who I did know was a celebrity, but like any of these points didn't matter. That like I didn't like their previous content, or that like I've seen from them or heard from them, or like I didn't want to read a book that would change my view of them as a creator in a way. So I think that is very important, and I think we should keep an open mind when you see a tweet or a post or something that says from an author, or I always want to say author, from a creator of something, a celebrity, that, hey, I'm coming out with this book. That's great. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Don't judge anything. Just don't judge it. Maybe give it a chance first. I think that would be so important, to give somebody a chance, whether you know the celebrity or not. Give them a chance to show you what they can do, and whether or not you like their TV show, their movie, their music, their sports playing, whatever, is up to you based on your opinion. But don't tear them down just because they're going to try something new. So I need to read these books sometime. I have a ton of books on my plate right now to read on my list. So I will read these sometime. Actually, you know what? I've actually already read this one and this one, but I need to continue on with their series. This one I haven't read yet, but I need to reread the first one. So I will continue reading on books by celebrities, because I want to see what books will come out of creative minds. And I hope you do too. Bye.